Lacy, I'm super happy to have you for Streetlight Conversations. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, anytime.
So I brought you here today because, I wanted to kind of get to know a little bit more about you. Obviously, we've known each other for some years, but my latest exhibition, When the Streetlights Flicker, this is obviously kind of rooted in childhood and community. So I'm interested in kind of knowing, from some of my artist homies about, their childhood and how these things kind of play a part in, in their work. So growing up as a kid, what did it mean for you when the streetlights came on?
Ooh. So when the street lights came on, you late. You already supposed to be home.
Late. I know that feeling.
Yeah. I remember, so I grew up off Harvard, 160th and Harvard. And it was like, because I have two older brothers, and like we used to play like with the guys and stuff. It wasn't many girls on my street.
Okay.
So we would be outside all day, and it was a fun time. So like, even when the street lights would come on, as long as I was like around them, I was cool.
Gotcha. What did you find yourself gravitating towards most, like different games when you were coming up? I'm curious about that, especially with you mentioning being around a lot of brothers. I wonder if we have a lot of overlap there, some of these games I might hear.
Yeah, like PlayStation games?
No, outside, like, Dino Man, like, side, those kind of games, or was it?
I can't really remember the names of the games.
It's cool. I was just curious.
Like Manhunt.
Okay,
We
I
used to
remember
do
Manhunt.
a lot. That was like the main one.
Manhunt, yeah.
Yeah.
Manhunt was definitely one of them ones. I remember that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It was a time growing up, definitely. So what memories from childhood would you say you find yourself revisiting the most?
Ooh. I would say like the last few years, it's definitely been like, so I used to make like mud pies.
Okay.
You ever heard of those?
Mud pies?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
As a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I definitely know what mud pies are. Absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't eat them, but.
I'm glad to know that. Glad to know that.
Yeah. So like our house, because our house was like the only house that had like a really big front yard. So for some reason our house was pushed way far back.
Okay.
And it would be like these giant holes in our front yard, and then just like it'll get real muddy. So I would just make like little mud pies. And I always loved like working with like that texture.
Okay.
So like the recent years I started working with clay, and it reminds me of that same like just childhood sentiment.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope. Hearing how that kind of blends with you and the mud pies, like that was kind of my next two-part question, you could say. So I love that you kind of rolled right into that. Like as you mentioned the mud pies, I was going to ask you, if that ever really played a part in it, and being someone who's familiar with your work. And I've seen, some of the sculptures and the things that you've done, with your hands that you've like kind of molded. My brain was kind of racing there, and I was wondering that.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Thank you.
So when did you know what your calling was?
The defining moment. Oh, I remember exactly that day. I was just talking about this the other day, actually. So, it was after my freshman year of college at Kent.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? This ain't for me, boys. I'm out of here. So my dad was in the Army, and he was like, why don't you just give it a try? Just enlist. And I was like, okay. So I went through the whole process of everything. Like I was so set on like not coming back to Kent. So this is like the summer. Right before sophomore year.
Okay.
So I went through the process. I went through training. So I went to the very last thing was MEPS. So you had to get like your weight and like do all types of different tests, right? So at the time, I was a little thicker. And my trainer, she was like, my Army rep, she was like, okay, you're really close to the weight thing. Let's, be mindful of what we eat this weekend. So when I did the weight test, I was 1 pound overweight. And
1 pound over. Wow.
I would have to wait. It was, I think, like 3 more months to take the test again. And by the time the semester would have started.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I guess I'm going back to school, guys.
Do you feel like that was for the best?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. Because it was just like, what are the odds? It was just 1 pound.
Right.
Like they was like, nah, can't do it, sis.
Can't do it. 1 pound, no. That's how strict they are. They said this 1 pound, 16 ounces. Like, no, can't do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
It's crazy how our paths can be shifted by one thing. But yeah, what's for you is always going to be for you. Let me ask you, who or what has been your biggest inspiration as an artist?
Oh, my biggest inspiration as an artist, Michael Jackson and Beyonce.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson and Beyonce?
Yeah.
Okay.
They like their work ethic is just a match. And I just love like how they put their all into their craft. Like I would study that and like implement that into my life. And I don't know, just seeing them just be so immersed in the things that they love, it's like, I can do that too.
And again, I can see that. Like you're fully immersed in your own world in a good way. And I could definitely see how, how you mentioned those two people being inspiring to you, and by them being immersed in their work, I get that. How long, at what age would you say you became a fan of, we'll say Michael Jackson, since he came first?
So for Michael, I think it was either 2008 or 2007. This is like right before he passed.
Got you.
Because my best friend, she was like super huge. Like she was like a huge Michael Jackson fan. So I was like, I guess I'll take a listen.
I guess.
Yeah. And then I too got really into his music and everything that he like did throughout his lifetime.
Well, it's definitely relatable. I was a huge Michael Jackson stan from the age of, at least when I can recall, 4 for sure. Like, I don't think you really remember life at 3 years old, so I feel like you're probably lying to say at 3 I was, but 4 for sure. Like, I remember, like, I wore the Moonwalker VHS tape out. Like,
So good.
my aunt bought it for me, and that was literally, like, my favorite movie. Like, I would watch it over and over, like, watch it, rewind it, watch it again. Like, I loved Mike. So when he died, like, that definitely touched me like it was somebody that I knew. So relatable there.
Yeah, he was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So how has your definition of success changed over the years?
How has it changed? I feel like it changes as I change,
Okay.
Like, cause like for each like year or like every like few years I set goals for myself, and then it's like once I reach those goals, it's like, okay, what's new success for me? Or like, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's dope. And I just want to say I'm super proud of you. I've seen you, the success ladder since we've known each other, grow from us meeting each other in a workshop, maybe I think it was 5 years ago, and just seeing, the heights and the things you've done. I just want to let you know, in this interview that, give you those flowers, that I'm super proud of you, and you are not even close to the ceiling yet. So
Thank you
keep
so
being great.
much. I shall, and you too.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you my last question. What would your younger self be most proud about you today?
Can I give you my top 3?
For sure.
Okay.
We got nothing but time. Absolutely.
Ooh, I would say that she would be proud of me, like using my voice and just like speaking up for like the things that I like, the things I don't like, and just using my voice as a tool, whether it's like for explaining things or voice over things. Yeah. So I would say like that's one. Opening up my bubble and
Okay.
not being so to myself. When I was a kid, I was making mud pies by myself. Okay? It was just me. And I feel like she would be really proud of like me just opening up and like, being very social.
Good.
Yeah. And then the third thing, I feel like she'd be really proud of me traveling, going different places and trying new things. Yeah, and like actually doing art full time. Yeah.
Yeah, how could she not be proud of that?
Yeah.
Like, you're literally living, being able to live out your dream. Like, so I'm definitely glad that, those are 3 great answers. Not that I think there's a wrong one, but I think your 12-year-old self, 11-year-old self would agree with those and be super proud of you.
Thanks, man.
So thank you so much for coming today. This was a great conversation. I mean, I definitely feel like I learned a little bit more about you. Like, and if I took nothing else away, that 1 pound, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just knowing that 1 pound changed your whole path and in trajectory. Because who knows, you know, had you went to the Army, you know, where things would have wound up. And what, just out of curiosity, to even further drive this, you know, this home, what is your major at Kent?
It was graphic design and a minor in Pan-African Studies.
Yep. So art.
Yeah.
Yep. So literally that 1 pound shifted everything. I'm so glad you were a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
And you were eating that summer. And this is where it led you. So thank you so much for thank you so much for coming through. It was great to have you. And this was a great Streetlight conversation.
This was. Thanks for having me.
Amazing.
It's cool.